My name is Austin, and this is Dungeons and Dracon Beams, Megamorphs 3. A green, yellowish compy stands in front of your human form, Zach, with other compies standing behind it, all of them just bobbing and weaving in front of you, waiting.
Zach checks to make sure all the nests are gone.
They're scattering, but like they're still around. This clunky flashlight thing is laying in the middle of all these compies.
Yeah, so Zach kind of like squats down on his heels and like puts his hand out, like in the same way that he would whenever he would run up his arm.
Give me an animal handling check.
With advantage, right? Because we're best friends.
Yeah.
They're best friends.
I said yeah.
It's a 10, so give me that notoriously stupid wisdom check. Love him. I love him so much. What a dumb boy.
He looks back at his crew and just gives like a chirp to him as he jumps up onto your arm and kind of crawls up your shoulder. All the other compies kind of look at each other for a second and then look back to you, and all of them start like jump over towards you and like try to get up on like parts of your morph suit and are like hanging and just like on you. I think Zach's being attacked.
I'm giggling like I'm being licked by 100 puppies. While they're doing all this, I'm, look, whatever. I'm kind of like struggling a little bit. They're not that heavy. I walk over and I pick up the little weird flashlight thing.
It's bigger than the other one.
If there's any Nesk still getting away, I like shoot at him.
You shoot with this thing as you saw like Aximili do it earlier. So you flip this little switch that's on it, and as you do, you like fall back like 5 feet onto the ground as it hits the ground in front of you and just obliterates the nests that are right there. But this thing has a kickback.
You're like, whoa, that one's hey, this one's bigger. I like this one. Anyway, hey guys, these are this is Colonel Sanders, and I point at him, and then I go, I don't know these guys. They're chill though. And I'm just like all grins ear to ear.
You see Dylan circling, and she is carrying the other clunky flashlight thing because she's the only other person big enough to carry something.
We remember that these types of guys, not these guys, but these types of guys did eat a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just stating that at any time.
Yeah, but we're buddies. And like I'm scratching his head. And I'm scratching the other one's heads too. Giving them all scritches.
As like you go to scratch the other ones, they do like duck away, but they like let you because Colonel Sanders seems to have control over them.
Remember, I mean, this is what made him fall in love with me, is this was the first head scritch in history. And he liked it so much that we're best friends now. So I'm just assuming head scritches are a universal language.
Yeah, they all seem to like it once they let it happen.
All right, cool. Cool.
But like you do get like a couple of nips towards your hand at first.
Okay. I'll try to ignore it unless it looks like they're doing a lot.
Not to interrupt this heartwarming scene here, but we do have to get to the Mercora place, and I think the only real way to get there with the Nesk on the ground right now, sorry, secondary problematic thing, the Nesk are here, the only way to get there is to fly and try to avoid this nest, I believe.
Yes, and the Nesk should not be able to get near our compound.
Right, but they might reform here quickly.
Correct, I agree with you. We must flee.
Okay, so we've come to the decision that like flying is the only realistic way. We can't run.
I think with the Nesk, yeah.
Okay. I'm very sad. Zach is sad as a free action. I guess I start morphing. Oh, yeah, we didn't decide what was a good morph for me. Because I can't go big guy. Are we gonna go around the territory?
Yeah, we're gonna try to go around because I don't think there's anything you can carry Groffin with other than
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I like carefully take Colonel Sanders and like set him down, and then like if the other ones don't follow suit, I kind of start picking them off too, and set them all down, and then I'm gonna start my morph.
You start your morph, and as Groffin sees you going back to the Quetzalcoatl, he says, "Oh, good choice, because we would rather have one of these if we run into the other one than not."
Right. Yeah. No, I know. But in my head, I'm like, and this is the only way I can carry all these compies.
You finish your morph, and Groffin kind of hops in your mouth, and Colonel Sanders just hops right on your back, and the others all look hesitant.
Yeah, I like stretch a wing out and make it like real easy for them to get up.
And Colonel Sanders does like chip at him. You can roll a animal handling check with advantage because Colonel Sanders is helping you.
I love this. I'm glad I got that advantage. I'll take the
20. Sorry.
Slowly, but surely, 10 compies start to hop up your back, and then like in a little line with Colonel Sanders on like the top of your head horn, watching out over it. One big claw hanging out of your mouth.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna just so carefully take off. Is anyone riding with me? Anyone else? No, they're all birds. Everyone's a bird.
The Andalites and Kamren all take their turns resetting their morph clocks, and Dylan and Savannah can too as well. No other interference from the Nesk.
Cool.
Okay. When Savannah takes that demorph and remorph, like when she hits human, if anybody is looking at her, you're just going to kind of see a quick like stumble of exhaustion as she is hitting down to her last morph here.
I'm going to just ask Groffin to grab that flashlight thing.
He reaches down with his big claw, pulls it up. I cannot operate it, but I can hold it.
No, that's cool. Yeah, we're just want to keep track of it. That's all. Cool. Everybody ready?
Ready.
I'm going to thought speak softly and kindly to the compies. Hold on, kids. And then I'm going to start trying to take off.
As you flap, you hear a series of chirps from your back as these compies are panicking a little bit. You feel like their little hand claws kind of dig into your back as they hold on as tight as they can as you climb. Except for Colonel Sanders, who with confidence stands up higher on
George Washington in the front of the rowboat.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so great. Yeah, I'm gonna fly super smooth and chill and try to keep these fellers all happy as we head towards Mercora Town.
I think once they are in the air, though, Savannah will just like to Dylan just say, "Sorry, you were asking about their crops."
Yeah. What? Hey, Groffin. What do you guys grow?
Oh, it is this nutritious, delicious plant from our homeworld. It grows in these stalks. It has nutrients that grow on the very end, and you just clip it off with your claw and nim, 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 nim. And you see him like pop out of Zach's mouth for a second, and you see like his little, are they paraffits on crabs? These little fangs right here on their mouth.
I think they're a modified claw, right?
Yeah, they're mouth claws. He does that like he's eating something. I cannot wait to get home.
He can have Eensies and Weensies right there if you want.
Oh.
Nope, he can't. Nope. That's not fun game. That sucks, that game.
He has the claw version.
Nope.
They're called...
Nope.
Cleansies?
Maxillipeds.
Mandies and Petties.
Okay, you know what? It's close enough because they are called maxillipeds. So, mouth feet.
His Mandy Petties are showing that he would love to eat some of this stuff, this plant. I will gladly share it when we get home to my home. Sounds like a salad, Kamren says.
Oh, the crop sounds like salad?
You ate green stuff last night.
Yeah, but just thinking about it being green stuff is like, it's going to be good because food's good, but like, where's the gravy, you know?
They've got fish, bro.
All right, we can work with that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Maybe I can mix it. Fish salad.
Are you putting gravy on? That's just Caesar salad. Are you putting gravy on salad?
Well, what is a gravy exactly but a sauce, you know?
It's a soup.
No. Zach, I'm sorry, that's wrong, bro. It's a condiment.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, most condiments are soups. Relish isn't. Relish is a salad. So sauerkraut.
Relish is just cut up pickles.
Yeah.
That's not a salad.
Yeah, it is.
There's no lettuce. There's no dressing. There's no carrots.
Wait, hold on. Are you telling me that you haven't had pickle salad? Oh, I'm gonna make you something when we get back because it is conceptually gross. Delicious though.
So is that relish? Because he said it's a salad.
No, it's not relish.
I'll give it a shot.
Are we there yet?
We are getting close. Look, you can see the fields now. You guys look down, and what looks to be an acre.
Can you give me that in scuttles?
Yeah, a lot of scuttles.
How many square scuttles is that?
50,000.
50,000.
Yeah, 50,000 square scuttles.
Okay.
An acre of crops spread out, all of it broccoli.
1 acre is not very large, right?
Yeah, I was thinking of my friend's backyard. So this is just
Hectare?
No, my friend's
Hectare's
name
okay.
was not Hector. It was actually Jesse.
Quitting the call. I'm quitting the game. Goodbye.
5 acres of broccoli are sprawled out in front of you right before you get to this.
So 2 hectares.
2 hectares. And
No, his name's Jesse.
2 hectares and a Jesse.
Wait, Nathan Fillion was on that show, wasn't he?
That was the pizza one.
Yeah, broccoli as far as the Jesse will stretch.
As far as the eye can see, up to 5 acres.
This is the most 5-acreist amount of broccoli I've ever seen.
Zach flies over the broccoli.
Okay. I don't know. I'm kind of into it. That's a lot of broccoli, though. I hope they have cheese.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I've watched you eat 4 cans of broccoli and cheese soup in one sitting.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're like 65 million years away from cheese. Or ranch dip.
Oh no.
We gotta get back.
Yeah. Starbucks.
This is the moment that you realize we don't have cheese or
Yeah.
Starbucks is the moment that you think, now, this is your limit?
No, Savannah. Also ranch.
Yeah, like I can make the coffee substitute, right? Like we got this.
No,
There's
Cameron told me about
also-
that. That was dirt, right?
It's not
That's
dirt,
not-
Kamren.
I said trees, too.
Dirt and trees.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It was not dirt or trees.
Oh.
There may have been some dirt in it because I couldn't quite clean it as thoroughly as I wanted to, but I did roast it. You know what? It's not important. It's not important. I'm going to eat broccoli tonight, and I'm very excited.
We'll chew it like we did the coffee.
That's because I didn't have a strainer.
Yeah.
Like,
It was good.
It's fine, Cameron. I'll take your share next time.
Of what? The broccoli
Of
and
the
the
coffee.
coffee. No,
If you're going to be all... Listen, if you're going to say that you didn't like chewing it, you're going to
No.
insinuate that you didn't like chewing it, I'll
I
take yours.
said I did like chewing it, and I was going to chew this broccoli just like it. I'll help you make it, Dylan. I got an idea with this fish.
no.
No, Dylan.
Simply no.
You can't.
Simply no.
You can't.
You know what? I'll
hog
make you your own. I'll make you your own coffee pot. You can make your own.
Really?
Yeah.
Deal. Are you ready? Take me down, Jedi.
Zach lands kind of outside the village, where there's enough room. I want to be like right next to it though, and lets Groffin out, lets the compies off, and then starts to demorph.
On his claw, his other little claw, Groffin presses some buttons on those things that he had on there, and you see like a shimmer in the air in front of you as the shields drop.
Yeah, as soon as I'm fully human, I'm going to let Colonel Sanders back on my shoulder, and then I'm going to walk on in like I own the place.
Groffin walks with you. What about the rest of you?
Yeah, as she sees Zach land and start to demorph, Dylan's going to, I guess, land somewhat close by him and start to demorph as well. And as she's doing so, she's like eyeballing these compies, and she's like, I'm gonna get one.
Savannah's just gonna do a big circle, like just a last like perimeter sweep, seeing what's going on, and then she'll land kind of same path that Zach took and start demorphing and cautiously following them in.
Aximili swoops down, he drops Matea's mouth form, and you see the compies all almost like collapse, but as he does, Kamren lands in front of her and just flares his wings, and they like back up a little bit, and everybody gets demorphed.
Zach is walking in. Any of their Morcora that remember how to fist bump, I'm fist bumping them.
Yeah, some of the smaller ones do it. The older ones seem to like
they're
leave
not into
you,
it.
Yeah, they leave you be a little bit. Like there was one that kind of raises his claw, but then like his wife Morcora looks at him,
scowls at him.
Yeah, and he lowers it.
What in the Hobbiton ass shit?
Yeah, I was definitely picturing that same person. Yeah.
As you all move into this town, you see that there's like buildings constructed here of wood and like thatch roofs, and mixed in with like what looks like primitive buildings are things that emit like an electrical blue light. There are tools and devices that look mechanical in here. There's even like a waterfall that cascades off of the mountain that this sits in, and it sits in a valley at the bottom, at the base of a mountain. There's a lake that's over there, and you see like fish on sticks just like hung up over by the pond, and there are Morcora over there just using their claws to kind of shave the scales off of them. And you see some of them like walk around with these scales on their, is it chitin? Is that what crabs have, like chitin? And it's just, part of it is like on there decorated to just like make it look shiny with these scales. But there's also bushels of broccoli outside of every building that every now and then you'll see one of the Morcora come out and with its mani-pedis eats it.
I'm just picturing like corporate, outside of corporate building entrances where they have like very carefully manicured bushes. That's the broccoli outside every door.
Yep.
Yeah, so Zach is like heading straight towards Groffin's little building, the hut or whatever. He's gonna stop by the community fish and berry pile on the way and start like gathering up some fish to give to the compies and then some more for the cook.
Kamren runs with you and he says, "Oh, this all free?"
Yeah, dude. They don't even eat it. I think they eat the berries, so like chill on that. But like,
he drops a handful of berries back in the pile.
Groffin, this it's cool, right? Like, if you need to,
yes, take what you need, eat what you take.
All right, just checking. Love it, as Karl Marx would say. Yeah, something like that.
How do you know Karl Marx? And then grumpy-looking crab scuttles up. I'm Karl Marx.
Does he have a big mustache? Or is mani-pedis like really?
Yeah. Get off my
Love it.
Get out of my lawn.
Is that what Karl Marx sounded like?
Yes. Get out of my lawn. He's grumpy. Stay away from his lawn.
Okay. I won't go near your lawn, dog. It's all good.
Outsider.
Okay. Did you just call me Chider?
Yes. It's what we put on the broccoli.
Cool. What, is it like a sauce? What is that?
You're going to be a sauce if you don't get off my lawn. And he clacks his big claw at you.
I'm not... I thought this was public land. Am I being detained?
No. I'm peaceful just like the rest, but I'll pinch you.
Or was you're really grumpy. All right, cool,
I won't
man.
kill you, but I'll pinch the shit out you.
All right, I feel like we're going to be best friends, bro.
Is that your dog?
I see through your facade.
I want everyone to pull up a picture of Karl Marx as Austin is doing this, because it is like his face is doing it so perfect.
Anyways, I gotta go. We are revolutionary species, and I must go write about it.
Right, well,
I have theories about capitalism and communism, so...
Yeah, I'm into it, man. Anytime you want to hang, I'm down, you know.
I don't want to hang. Nope.
Okay.
Get out of here.
I was here first, so I'm gonna just hang out.
No, not true. I built this place.
All of it?
This one.
The stand where the fish are kept?
No, you're at my hut. I built it right here so it's convenient. I was the first.
I don't know how I got here. I'm so sorry. I thought that I was at the community fish pile. That's my fault.
Forgiven the first time, not the second.
All right, bro.
Hey, don't talk to my friend like that. You get out of here too. All right.
I want to fist out for a fist bump. I try to fist bump Karl Marx.
You want me to take that hand with me?
Yeah, bro. Just like touch your claw to it. It's like, you know.
He opens his claw. Oh, take
I tap the tip of it and then I leave.
You are very brave talking to Karl Marx like that. Anyways, eat.
Chill. I get it. Yeah, I'm gonna cook these first though, and then I start cooking a bunch of fish.
Yeah,
just a whole mess of fish. I did give the compies like, they said there's 10 of them.
11.
Colonel Sanders. Okay, and these are how big are fish?
Different sizes. These ones are prehistoric, so yeah, different big sizes.
Different big sizes. I think probably 5 is enough to feed 11 boys.
I hope so. They're gonna be eating you all. So
no, they won't. We're best friends, so they won't do that. They would never.
Yeah, you cook, you feed your friends.
Dylan just walks up chomping on a piece of broccoli, and she's like, "Hey, was that Karl Marx?"
Yeah, he's got a lot of really cool ideas about revolution. Something about a manifesto.
Oh, so it goes with the name then.
Yeah, seems like it. Most of it was about getting off of his property, though, so I'm not sure if he's really got exactly the same ideas. Like, he seems to feel very strongly about owning private property, so.
Yeah.
But everything else here seems to be pretty communal.
Yeah, somebody just, like, gave me a big handful of broccoli.
I bet. They're chill about it. You want some berries? They got berries.
Austin, do they keep the berries in the fish pile?
In a basket by the fish pile.
Okay.
They like to keep them hydrated, so they keep them near the pond so they can throw water on them.
Oh, brother. Pond water?
On berries? Yeah, it's years ago. It's too late. There was no filters yet. They are aliens. They filter their pond water.
They probably don't care.
They have space travel.
Yeah, there's like a net hanging where the waterfall falls into the pond, and it filters the water.
Okay. Are there critters living in the pond?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, what kind of critters?
One of those big frogs.
Oh yeah, I love those guys.
And there's some fish in there.
Yeah, I'm super good on those berries then.
Zach's like, you sure they're really good?
And there's a bush nearby of berries.
Yeah, Dylan will walk over to the bush and be like, I'll just have some fresh.
Blueberries the size of apples.
Oh, she just takes one.
Jesus.
Actually, she takes 2. And then she's gonna, as she's chomping on her broccoli and then holding 2 berries in one hand, she's gonna walk over to Savannah and offer her a berry.
Savannah will take it, and she's just been following the group like, this is all so overwhelming, and like the conversation with Karl Marx and the things like going on, the buildings in this prehistoric thing, like it's just, she's like You know when you're just so overwhelmed that you just like kind of like quietly like nod, follow, you're not really taking anything in. So that's where she's at. And then when Dylan comes and offers her a giant blueberry, she'll like take it and say thank you. And she's just still like trying to take it all in and nothing's really getting through.
The Andalites have kind of spread off from the group a little bit, and they're over near like a patch of these broccoli stalks, and they both like kind of seem to be talking as they put one of their hooves and like smash down some of the broccoli.
Oh, it's a dinner date, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Dylan's gonna like elbow Savannah a little and point with her broccoli stalk and be like, and take another bite.
She is so obviously going to turn and look. Like, if there was any subtlety in that gesture, missed her completely. So she's just going to straight up turn and look and be like, oh.
These two are intense, looking in each other's main eyes, their stalk eyes moving around, and both of them kind of notice you with one of their stalk eyes at the same time. And when they do, you see them both kind of turn away from each other and like pretend like they're looking at something else. Everybody eats. Kamren goes in with Zach as he's making things and like sets up his own little area, chops up broccoli and fish, full everything, kind of coats it in like this oil and throws it in the pan with the broccoli and cooks it all together. And squeezes a berry over top of it when he puts it on his plate.
I would like, whenever the compies are done eating, if Colonel Sanders could be back on my shoulder immediately. Please, thank you.
Yeah. The more you feed him, the more he does what you want.
It's kind of how it goes with animals.
Yeah, probably while I'm cooking. You know how there's always like little bits you cut off you're not going to use? I'm like tossing those to the compies. Let them go bite it out of the air and shit.
Anything you toss to them, they eat.
I'm going to start like deciding on names for the rest of them.
And as you guys kind of get this moment for the first time in like a day and a half to just settle and eat.
I want to know more about these compy names, though.
Yeah. Is there any of them that look like they're kind of like standing off from the pack a little?
Yeah. There's one that's a little bit smaller than all the other ones. And it has like, they're all like shades of green, but this one has like the bottom part of it seems like a little bit of a brighter reddish color on its chest.
Dylan's gonna nudge Zach a little and be like, "Hey, can I have a little piece? Can I have a little piece of fish?"
Oh yeah, totally. And I'll like hand her a fish tail, like whatever.
Dylan grabs it daintily and is like, "Okay, thank you." And she's gonna go over near this one and like sort of hide the fish tail away so that none of the others see it, so they don't follow her. I have a lot of experience with this, me personally. And then she's going to like come around to the side of it and like sort of offer it, like dangle it a little bit.
When you first get closer, it like skitters and turns towards you like startled for a second. And then you hang out the fishtail and it looks at it, leans in a little bit closer. Roll an animal handling check with advantage.
Sweet.
The funny thing about these is they get to roll against you.
Hang on. Wait.
And they're all real
on.
Stupid.
I have a thing. I have a thing with animal handling, don't I?
Yeah, but don't waste it.
He's really stupid. They're all really dumb.
Oh, he dumb.
He dumb. They all so dumb. I love these things.
It creeps closer, and as you like put the tail down to it, it takes it out of your hand, and it does back up a little bit and eat it, but it doesn't seem to be frightened by you anymore.
I hold on to the tail, and I'm like, easy.
Lets some chirps off and like leans in and takes like a little nibble with its front teeth off the end of it.
Good baby. And then I toss it the rest.
Scarfs it down.
Okay, remind me how big exactly a compy is. It's like a chicken, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I want to put Colonel Sanders in one hand and like toss him to the other and like let him kind of.
Colonel Sanders is so ingrained with you now that you don't even have to roll animal chanting. Like he's letting you, as long as you keep feeding him, he fucks with you. So
right on. Hell yeah. Every time he does it, like he gets a little treat.
He loves it. You give him a fish heart on one of them, and that seems to be his favorite.
Okay. Also, anytime any of the other compies is like being well behaved, I'll try to make sure that I get a treat to him.
Slowly, they all start to... They're pretty stupid, but they know, like, food, you get food to do this, so they all start to behave somewhat.
Reward driven.
They've never got a reward, and it feels good.
Yeah, right? Gold stars. I'm going to start calling one Ronald.
Ron.
Another one.
He's named after the horse.
Another one,
machine.
Wendy. No, he's named after Ronald McDonald.
Oh.
And Wendy and Jack. And I'm going to name one Whataburger because I'm running out of ideas.
All right. Savannah, what you got going on?
She is hanging at the kind of the edge of this chaotic compy training thing. And I like to think she's kind of positioned herself between like where the Andalites are and where this is all happening. Like she's just kind of keeping an eye out, but hanging out quietly. But as everybody's like doing their own thing and, you know, the Andalites are having a secret meeting of some sort that we don't know.
Flirt meeting.
A secret flirt meeting. And everybody else is with the compies. She's like doing that thing where she's just kind of starting to like nod off a little bit, zone out. Like she's watching, but more and more passively as she gets more tired.
Yeah, as you're like nodding off, a big thud lands next to you as Kamren sits down on whatever you're sitting on. Hey, here, try this. And he puts a plate in front of you.
Is there fish in it?
Yeah.
I'm good, thanks.
Look,
I have
here.
this.
And he moves the fish aside. Just try the broccoli. It's like marinated in it. Does that work?
Marinated in the fish.
Like the juices. Can you not eat anything from an animal?
I generally don't.
Okay, hang on. Give me a second. And he gets up and no. And he walks back into the room, and you watch all this play out again for like another 10 minutes. And you start to nod off again. And right when you're about to just let the sweet embrace of sleep take you, you hear another thud right next to you. All right, here. And he hands you another plate.
She's gonna, I mean, he went to all this trouble, so she's gonna be like, all right, thank you. And she'll take it and start eating.
Yeah, no meat in this one. You gain, which I don't think you're down any hit points, but if you were, you would gain some back. So it feels good to eat it, and like you get stuffed. And he says, what'd you think?
It's pretty good. I mean, broccoli's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, good. And he kind of hits you on the back as he like leans back on whatever you all are sitting on.
How's your fish goop?
Pretty good. I think it's better than the one without, but you know, if you don't have the taste for it.
Did you try the one without?
Yeah, well, I was making it. But I'll take another piece. And he like reaches over and picks up a piece of broccoli and eats it. So, choose. Now what, fearless leader?
Now we gotta get some rest.
Mm-hmm. And then after that?
And then after that, we gotta figure out how we're gonna try to get out of here.
Well, Maxman said we need a big boom.
She's gonna, when he says that, she's gonna kind of like give him like a quick like out of the corner of her eye look, and just like she's putting her hand on his arm, but it's in like a quiet down gesture.
Oh.
Like, just in case, like we might be okay talking in front of like Groffin, but like I feel like she's still super like not sure where they are with these Mercora. Like, yeah, Zach said they're cool, Groffin seems cool, but then like there's clearly some sort of dissonance. We met Karl Marx, so he doesn't seem as chill. But yeah, so she's just kind of like,
the only one closest enough to you to hear you right now is Groffin, and he does hear it and like looks for just a second, but he seems to let it go. But yeah, you know, you clock that.
yeah, we'll figure out a plan soon.
All right, rest in.
rest and maybe a place that we can talk quietly.
Yeah, and he just kind of sits with you. He picks at whatever you don't eat.
I think after a while she'll just say, so what exactly happened when I was out? Like, was it all cool?
I mean, no, it wasn't cool. We were really worried about you. We thought...
No, other than that.
Well, we didn't know. I at least didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to get you back. It was scary. But the only thing you really took a bite out of was that other raptor.
Well, that's good, I guess.
These things are tough, huh? To morph.
I've never run into instincts like that before. It was fighting me every step of the way.
Yeah, the Pteranodon was a little like that too. And have you noticed that the trance thing doesn't happen to them?
Yeah. I did notice that mostly with the Ankylosaurus, but I just thought it was random.
Their instincts must be developed more than things in our time.
Be developed less.
Well, I don't know. He thinks for a second. Are instincts what you naturally do, or because it seems like what they have more control over what they naturally do, or the control doesn't matter because they just do it? I don't know. It's confusing. You're probably right. You know about this stuff more than me.
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, yeah, but hey, maybe don't run off and try a new morph.
We'll see.
I mean, if you have to.
As the situation demands it.
He sighs and kind of leans back. Groffin will kind of address the whole group. For the Master Jedi here, we created a space for him to sleep. We can make identical spaces for the rest of you.
Is it easy?
Oh, yes, it's no trouble at all.
She's kind of looking around at Zach to question, is that cool? And everybody else, what is happening?
As you're looking around, he starts clacking his claws, and you see other Mercora run into the building that you guys, basically his building, and they're working in there doing something.
I just kind of look at Savannah, I catch the look, and I'm like, I mean, we gotta sleep, and I'm not trying to sleep on. And he points at Groffin's bed, which is a circle of stones with sand in it. And he's like, that's what they sleep on. So I just was like, hey, do you have any leaves? And he was like, yeah. And they gave me some leaves, and it was pretty comfy. So seems fine.
Should we establish a watch?
Yeah, probably. I mean, their shields are pretty good.
I will make sure no one disturbs you. I will pull an all-nighter. Karl Marx will not come near this cabin.
Bro, you don't need to stay up all night, man. That's not a good idea.
I can do my part.
I'll tell you what. Do you want to sleep for a little bit? I'll stay up, and then, then I'll go to sleep after that. How about that?
The best part of teamwork is actually letting your team do some of the work with you. That sounds good.
Okay, cool. So then he turns back to Savannah, and he's like, all right, so I'll take first watch. You guys can all get some sleep.
Okay. Do we know who wants to go second so you can wake them up when you're done?
That will be me.
Groffin.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's going to kind of shoot Zach a look is that...
I can help. I can help, Groffin. A loyal soldier needs another loyal soldier by his side. And he like puts a fist out, and Groffin bumps it with Kamren.
It's just like they don't sleep as long, so it seemed like it made more sense to. It's cool. Yeah, it's whatever, man.
Of course, the good old aliens don't sleep as long. And she's like, it's kind of like an eye roll directed towards Aximili.
Yes, we only need 6 hours. Well, we only need 4.
And then like he just looks at Max and he's like, eh.
Yes, but we are capable of way more, says Matea, backing up Aximili.
Dylan's like, yep, they're very capable. And just eyes Max.
Dylan.
Oh. No.
Max is like
yeah.
even more capable than most.
Yeah.
Like extra capable.
Yep. And then Dylan ducks into the cabin.
Kamren laughs as he ducks in as well.
Yeah, Savannah's going to trying not to laugh.
The Andalites also come into the hut and they sleep. They fold their legs and kind of lay near the corner as you guys see these beds made of leaves spread all around this hut.
Zach kind of sits, not cross-legged, you know, but like with his legs like kind of wider out, and like gets all the compies in the middle so they can make like a big old cuddle puddle.
All but one.
Fucking Gerard Way over there.
I don't know his name.
With his red pants.
He's got red pants, but he curls beside Dylan, who has been feeding him for the last hour or so.
That's pretty cute.
Dylan's just laying there scratching his little head.
As you scritch, his eyes start to close and his head drops, and you hear these little chirp snores.
Honk shoe. Me, 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 me.
Dylan's gonna look over at Savannah and see if she's asleep yet.
I don't think she is yet, but you can tell she's like quickly crashing.
What is the orientation here? What's happening?
You tell me.
Cameron's already rolled over asleep on the furthest bed. Groffin is curled up in his little sand and rock circle.
Zach's near the entrance, near the door, kind of leaned up against a wall, sitting down.
The Andalites are also in the corner closest to the door, so that leaves like the right corner of this hut for you and Savannah's spots.
I think Dylan is like, she's rolled over on her side with the compy curled up next to her for warmth, you know, and she's been scratching his head, and as she looks over at Savannah, she's just gonna stretch her hand out, palm up.
So Savannah's like, she's laying on her side and like one arm under her head as a pillow, and she's gonna reach over with her other arm and grab Dylan's hand.
Why is everybody so cute at this game?
You're doing half the cutes.
It's true.
Thanks.
You're doing most of the cutes.
Look over the Andalite, just have their tails wrapped together.
Oh my god, shut up.
Oh boy.
1/3 of the cutes, because Zach and these compies is fucking adorable.
Great.
During Zach's watch, I'm really trying hard to figure out some kind of a plan, make sense of everything, and like try to come up with something that we can do realistically to try to get back home. I'm not just wasting this time sitting here staring off into the distance. Zach's smart. He just doesn't ever fucking let on.
You come up with a few ideas that make sense to you.
It is a very Back to the Future sort of scenario where it's like, I know that we need a big explosion. The difficulty is like creating a big enough explosion for it to be worthwhile. We know that the Nesk have ships, but like getting and stealing one of those ships seems like it's probably going to be extremely dangerous and maybe not worth it. I know how much power was in that flashlight thingy when I shot it, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. And then I'm thinking about, you know, naturally occurring explosions. So whatever sort of conclusions that might lead him to.
As you're thinking about this and you're on your watch, still keeping lookout as this is going. You've seen this when you were here before, but just like as a reminder, and you all saw this earlier too as well when you all were awake. Near the waterfall, there is a ship that's parked there, like a spaceship, and it is the only one in this compound. So just that is in your head, and you're trying to like think what you can do with that as well. But something that kind of clicks as it's raining, and you like are looking up on this mountain that you guys are camped at the base of, and you see like there's just like this mudslide that happens in the distance. You all are in no danger from it or anything, but you see like the mud kind of start to cascade down the mountain. And when it does, this like a pocket of steam kind of shoots up from where the mudslide fell. And that makes you think like what could naturally occur. And you know that last time you were up in the air that this is a volcano, this mountainside. That clicks to you. Something could be done with that. That might make a big explosion.
I'm just, like I said, I'm just thinking about things and trying to come up with something beneficial to give when everyone's up in the morning. I
mean, I'll give you just another tool to use. That Nesk flashlight clunky thing that you used, it was capable of like a big boom. So maybe there's something.
Maybe we can shoot it into the volcano.
That's a viable. Maybe there's other objects or tools that the Nesk might have. You did already ask the Mercora, and they don't seem to have anything made to explode like that.
All right. I don't have much else.
And your watch slowly comes to an end. Right before you go in to wake anybody up, you look up and you see that the other source of light in the sky, the tail stretching out further than it did the day before, still moving through the sky.
So, given what I was just thinking about, and I'm looking at this comet, if I can come up with something I could do with that, Zach might just consider pointing it out to the group. Like, hey, is there anything? It would make a huge explosion that might kill all the dinosaurs, which seems pretty cataclysmic. If we could harness it, but it's not supposed to hit the Earth, so he doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah, that was kind of the conversation you guys had last time, is like, if it hit, that would be good to an extent. Like, it would help you guys, but Aximili is like confident that it will not hit. And I will say even Mateo like watches and backs him up on the calculations.
All right, well then, yeah, as my shift ends, Groffin, I guess, wakes up and comes to get me. If I can scoop all the compies up in my arms, I will, but I probably can't because that's too many.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot. I'll get them, whatever. I'm going to take them all to my little pile of leaves and just let them sleep on me. Pile of puppy style. And go sleep.
As you fall asleep, Colonel Sanders kind of sits on your chest, staying awake, watching. The other compies are kind of around you asleep. And Kamren stays asleep because nobody wakes him up. So Groffin goes out and kind of patrols. And in the morning, you all wake up to, well, why didn't you wake me up, Groffin? Warriors are supposed to stick together. I am sorry. You look so tuckered out. It doesn't matter. We're a team. Teamwork. Okay, next time. All right. You guys are fully rested.
Okay. I'll start making breakfast.
When Kamren and Groffin are having this fight, I think Savannah's just gonna still, like, she's awake, but she's gonna lay there with her eyes closed. And I don't know, like, if she has any sense that Dylan's awake, she's just gonna quietly say, like, if I just don't open my eyes, I don't have to deal with this. It's not my problem.
Dylan, also with her eyes closed, I think that she has sort of like in the night shifted and has found herself with her like knees pulled up, but her knees are like touching Savannah's knees, and she's like, no, we can just lay here for like forever. It's fine.
Good. Yeah, great. I'm doing that. I'm staying.
Zach thoughtfully brings you guys some berries.
As you walk in, you see Dylan's compy kind of lift its head up and yawn, and then rest its head back in the nook of her neck.
Neck nook. So I just bring like a couple of berries each. I might vary them up if there's other kinds. If there's also, I don't know, raspberries as big as an apple.
There's also what we call prehistoric berry. Nope.
Nope, come on, you got this.
Crustaceous.
Crustaceous? Yeah, I leave those on the bush. They sound gross.
No, I was
I want
just
a crusty
kidding.
berry.
Yeah, it's a crusty berry. What's Posy's favorite berry? I want those to be canon and extinct.
Posy's favorite berry is probably something with blood in it.
Silac berries. There's these big green berries hanging from a bush that Dylan, you know, are extinct and not around.
I get like a basket or something, and I get like a bunch of berries, and I just bring them and I set them down between them, and then I leave. I don't say shit.
Dylan just throws up like a peace sign.
I think Savannah would like scramble up to like sit up when Zach like just does that. I think that's enough of like a startle that she like sits up and is like, thanks.
When she does it, it like jostles Dylan from like pulling her arm, and she's like, okay, get up, that's fine.
I'm gonna try to be like, no, hey, you're good. And then like when Dylan does the peace sign, he's gonna be like, and then skedaddle. Feed the babies. You're gonna feed all the babies, and then make food for me and Kamren and Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders gets cooked fish.
He needs it.
He's a grown boy. He better not be a grown boy, actually. This is better be full size.
He's spoiled now.
He's spoiled. Yes, that's right. He could never survive in the wild.
We have to bring him with us.
Yeah, I have to. Austin.
Hey,
Have to, Austin.
what do you guys do? You guys eat, have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we eat. Dylan picks up a berry and offers it to Savannah.
She'll say thanks and grab it
Savannah eats it from your hand like a baby deer.
like a horse flat palm.
Yeah,
Yeah, keep your palm flat.
yeah.
I think Savannah will like be tearing off little chunks and seeing if the compy wants it while they're there. If he doesn't, that's fine.
It won't eat the berries. It sniffs it a little bit. It'll chew up like the first one you give it and then spit it back out.
Dylan scritches it around the face and he's like, "You're my little nightmare, aren't you?"
After a little bit, I'll bring some like fish pieces back in so that their compy can have some food, and then leave, and then leave again immediately. Don't worry, I'm not hanging out.
Zach is so weird.
Yeah, he makes everything awkward.
He really has been making everything awkward.
There are no walls. I can hear you.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? Get your own fucking berries.
As you all finish breakfast and everybody reconvenes, you see Kamren around his arm has one of these like straps that was on.
I love him so much. He just shows up like, guys, I found a super weapon. That's pretty cool, right?
He's got one of these straps on his arm that Groffin had on his little thing. And he says, hey, if we're going nest hunting, these might come in handy.
We're not.
Yeah.
We're not.
I don't know that we're doing that.
Yeah, but what if they come to us?
Well, that's not hunting. That's defending.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different.
I'm going to defend the shit out of them if they come around me.
Okay, bro. Incidentally, I don't know, I did have some ideas about kind of like what we need to do next.
Groffin, go see if you can round up some more of these things for everybody. Yes, sir. And he runs away. All right. Time for secret talk. And he looks at Savannah and winks.
Savannah's just gonna look back at him and like just mouth, "Sir?" Like,
No, yeah, but I make everything awkward. Weird as fuck.
He did it. He did it. He does what we want now.
He did before. They're chill, man.
But now he does it with respect.
He's been calling me Jedi Master this whole time.
Well, he hasn't been calling me that.
Well, you should have told him you were a Jedi Master. Should have thought of that.
Shit.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Kamren sits down.
so Zach, you said you had thoughts.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking about this explosion we need to make, and like, I like look up towards the volcano. I mean, I know we're inside, but like just in the general direction of it. We're like, I mean, like, there's steam vents opening on this thing. Like, it might be nearer to eruption than we thought. And we've got this basically like a walking bomb that this Nesk dropped. We got 2 of them, actually. That was a lot of kick on that thing. It almost knocked me over. Mercora have a ship up near the waterfall. Maybe we could use that in some way. Without having to go try to break into the Nesk hive or whatever the fuck it is. I'm just saying.
Yeah, as Zach's tallying all this stuff up and everything they have, I think once he's like laid out all of the sort of potential explosions.
So he does wait a little while, like there's a long pause, and he goes, and there's that like comet or whatever. I don't know if there's any way to get it to hit Earth, but that would be a pretty fucking big explosion.
I think you notice like a kind of look on Savannah's face, but then she's going to turn to the Andalites and be like, volcano, the Nesk weapons, or any of those a big enough explosion?
Matea, her eyes look a little solemn when you say that, and she like slowly shakes her head. From what we have seen, even the bigger weapon that you have is not enough to trigger this volcano.
Would the volcano be enough?
Aximili, kind of with a little bit of hope in his eyes, says, it may be. The volcano will be a very powerful explosion from what I remember of Earth history. However, it depends on which part of the volcano erupts. And he kind of points up, and you guys see that smoke that kind of billows out of the side of the volcano. That, if the pressure from the top exceeds the pressure from magmatic pressure from the bottom, if it exceeds and opens up the vent, then that would be a strong explosion. However, I do not believe it would be enough to equal the explosion of before. But if it erupts from the top, more pressure that has built up, more magma, more chance for destruction. The problem would be if it erupts from all around and not the top, is that it will be a lot of smaller explosions. From what I understand of Asario Rip is that compound explosions won't work. You need one that is just as big as the one that sent you here.
Do we think there's even enough? Is there any kind of technology that could seal up all the holes but one? And would we have enough time to employ that sort of technology?
You wouldn't have to plug up all of the holes. You would just need to create higher pressure in the top of the volcano rather than the other ones to cause an eruption.
I mean, that sounds like something that could be done with the force field that the Mercora have. However, we would also probably have to evacuate the Mercora and find a new place for them.
Van. Zach kind of like looks at Van like, everything here is going away.
Yeah, theoretically. But we don't know if that was now or 100 years from now or 200 years from now.
Okay, yeah, sure. Maybe. You're right, maybe. He like looks at Max and he's like, what about the comet?
Oh, if the comet hit, it is big enough to cause an explosion equal to multiple nuclear bombs.
No, I know. Is there any way to do that, though?
He looks up to the comet. If we had something that could, one, create its own gravitational pull or manipulate the gravitational pull of other things, that would work. With time, we could use the ship to slowly direct it, but not in 2 days. It would take us years. We would just put the ship in front of the asteroid, and even though it is small, it still has its own gravitational pull, and over time, it would move the asteroid, but not in enough time.
Do you think there's any technology I mean, based on what you've seen of the Mercora, do you think they have anything that would do what you're talking about?
I had a little bit of time this morning to look over the ship that they have, and the Mercora do not have a gravitational field generator within the ship. I cannot speak for the nest. From what else I've gathered from the people here, they're scavengers. So the chances are higher than here, but not 100%.
For the nest, okay.
So we need to raid the nest.
Yeah.
Or erupt the volcano.
Well, the volcano isn't... We would still potentially benefit if the nest have something that would help us.
Yeah, even if we plug up the holes with the shields or something, like, I still don't know how we get it to blow. Right? I mean, maybe if we drop one of those flashlights if we could make like a shield bomb, and the flashlight thing gets down deep enough, you know, way down beneath the lava or something, and then explodes, maybe then that'll work. I don't know.
We would have to make something that could withstand the molten rock, but I think raiding the nest is probably our best bet to see what else we can get here.
Fuck. Okay. Well, that sucks.
Matea, her eyes widen a little bit, and she says, with the tools that we got from the nest, I could try to rig something to explode. I couldn't make a nuke, but I can try to make something that will have a big explosion if you want to move forward with the volcano plan. Or just in case.
I think it makes sense. Keep building that. Let's try everything we can try.
Now hang on, I mean, don't you want to have some kind of weaponry if we're going to raid the nest?
We have morphing capabilities. Hopefully we can get in and get out. And so far, not to get overly confident, as I probably shouldn't be doing that here, we've been able to take 2 of these without too much issue.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I still think we should get something with some firepower.
Maitea, do you need... How many of these do you need to rig up the explosion? Just the one?
The more material that I have, the better, but I can see what I could do. Kamren chimes back in. I didn't mean that. He smiles.
By all means.
Well, they're big predators and just regular animals, and he kind of like nods to Dylan. Just around here. Oh no, he puts his hands up. No, Dylan, I'm talking about what you morphed. The big, he like lifts his, like sticks his neck up. I mean, those nests, even that thing didn't even do anything to Dylan when she was in that form.
That's true.
Big feet to stomp little bugs with.
I think the problem is less when they're little bugs and more when they all combine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even then they were biting me all over and I could barely feel it.
Yeah, but what if they went Megazord? Like,
Oh.
I don't know how many of those things can stack on top of each other, but I bet it's all of them.
They do have very light bodies, and their strength should be proportionate to, or will not be proportionate to their bodies. They could withstand greater forces on top of them than we could, comparatively. What I'm saying is your theory seems to be correct, Zach.
We're cooked, chat.
What?